We've been running this YouTube channel for about 2.5 years, and we have 202 seconds. And we currently have 252 videos online. And what we're thinking about doing is, or no, what we are doing is making a series about how we make these videos. So we've had comments about, you know, how do we produce these videos, how we put them together, how we come up with the ideas for the videos, and we're going to put this into a mini guide talking about all those things and how we present, how we light, how we shoot the B-roll. But what we want to ask is, what you guys want to see is anything that you've seen when you've watched our videos that you would like us to expand on and talk about. You know, we love making these videos and we're constantly learning, and we just thought we'd make a series about how we do them so it can help others, kind of like what we do when we make a film. We'll break down films, but we're actually going to break down film log episodes. So yeah, let us know in the comments below and we'll make some more videos.
We've had a lot of hot shoe attachments for our cameras over the years. You know, you get these little ball mounts like this, and you put your monitor on it. You get these little GoPro mounts, and they do pretty much the same thing. Most of the time they're like cheap plastic, they're not great. Obviously the upgraded version is something like a Magic Arm, which articulates a lot more and you sort of get a lot more use out of it. We bought an Andy Cine. We didn't buy it, we got it lent to us and we kept it. One of these Andy Cine monitors, and the cool thing about this is it's pretty much stolen off the HD focus, the small HD focus, and it's got one of these articulating arms, which is great because it means you can flip the screen round, things like that, and it's pretty good. But there might be something a little bit better. The guys over at Andy Cine have actually sent us a secret product. Comes in this little poly case, and they just said, guys, I want you to test this out and tell me what you think. So it might not look like much, that's it there, but it's essentially like an upgraded version of one of these little hot shoe ball mounts. I'm going to stick it on Rob's camera because I'm currently filming with mine, and I'll put a monitor on it as well. We've used this a little bit so far, and in all honesty it's been surprisingly very, very good. You would expect something so small not to hold onto a monitor, and it would be a little bit too light and it wouldn't be all that strong, but we use it for presenting now when we want to flip the camera around and we'll do it sideways and stuff. And in all honesty, so this is the product you've got here. It's really, really little, and it's actually super strong. So that's all bolted in there, and you would think that this would come loose or it wouldn't be very strong, but it's actually quite taut. The cool thing about it is, as well, it flips all the way around. So obviously it doesn't flip this way, but like if you're a vlogger or a self-shooter, or you're doing a bit of presenting and your mate happens to go to Japan for 2 weeks and you've got to do it on your own for a bit, you can sort of see that would be the standard way. I'll see if I can get this right. You can turn it around, you can look at yourself, and you can get some extreme angles with it as well. Very, very impressed with it so far. It doesn't come on its own actually, it comes with a bunch of extra stuff. Little Allen key that obviously we've taped up so we can see it when we drop it on the floor. It comes with a bunch of screwdriver mounts, as well as this tool here, which does a bunch of stuff really. You can get like a what do they call it, Rob? What? A screwdriver head.
Yeah, like a bit.
It's like a bit. It's a bit, like a drill bit.
Yeah, drill bit.
Part of the BTS. A little drill bit so you can put stuff in there. Comes in a little pelly case. The only downside of it so far is you can't tighten and loosen it just with your fingers. But in all honesty, I quite like the fact that you've got to use an Allen wrench, because it means you can get some real strength to it. We haven't had to tighten it up too much. I imagine over time this will loosen as you throw it in and out. But the good thing about it is it's very, very strong. You know, that's not going to fall. It's going to spin pretty good. Whereas some of these other ones, especially Magic Arms or Israeli arms, they love to loosen themselves off, and they love to get in the weirdest position. This is just first thoughts. At the minute, I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5 lens caps. And if you guys want to know more, there'll be a link in the description for you to go buy one. We'll probably use it for a few weeks and we might see about doing a review on it, but it's going to be difficult to try and do a huge review just on this little bit here. But if it's that impressive, we might do one. But anyway, thank you, Andy Cine, for sending that over. And we can't wait to see what you've got next.
Over the last couple of days I've been writing a script, and this script is actually for a company who want to send us their products, and instead of doing a normal review of their filmmaking product, they want us to make a short film based around it. So over the last couple of days I have been writing this, and I think this is the third version now. So after each version, what we've been doing is printing out the script, and me and Rich have been acting out the script, so reading every line of action and dialogue, becoming the characters. I love you, mate.
I love you too, Jack. They stare at each other as the lights start flashing faster. Timer, 3, 2. Jack and Stu reach out to each other and connect the burn blue wires. The light becomes so bright it consumes Jack and Stu. Timer, 2, 1. Everything flashes pure white.
This really helps you to hear the words, see if there's any plot holes in your film. You'll find out what needs to be added, and if the characters sound real. Does the dialogue sound real? So that's just a little piece of advice. Either you print it out, you read it all yourself out loud, or you can get other people to act the parts. It will really help bring your script alive. Like it says, I'm not going to go into detail about who the company is, because this might not happen, but we might end up making this anyway. So you might see 60 seconds, which this is what it's called, at some point.
So I drive to work every day, and it takes roughly 45 minutes each way. Now, you can only listen to so much music before you start to get really bored, so instead what I do is listen to podcasts. And it just so happens that we actually have our own podcast where we break down classic and quirky films. We've got over a year's worth online so far, and let me try and show you how easy it is to listen to the Film Look podcast. Okay, Google, listen to the Film Look podcast.
Alright, here's where you stopped in the Film Look, 048 The Sixth Sense.
Welcome to the Film Look podcast, where we try to achieve one shot at a time on one half the Film Look World Car.
So that is the Film Look podcast. So if you're like me and it takes you ages to get to work, then consider the Film Look podcast. It's pretty cool, and we break down some episodes. It's pretty fun. The good thing is, it's all free. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, Android, Google, Firefox, Chrome, pretty much on anything. We'll have links down there.